Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied about displacement and distance, but today's topic is speed and velocity. So, what's speed? The rate of change of distance in unit time. That's speed. Speed doesn't have any direction, so speed is a scalar quantity. The change in distance. When a body travels a distance, so if it is a change in the distance with respect to the time, then we call that as speed. We are telling that the bus is moving very fastly with a 50 kilometers per hour or 60 kilometers per hour, like that. So that's speed. So here the direction is not mentioned, only the distance traveled by the body with respect to time, that's mentioned. So that's speed. The change in distance of the body with respect to the time, that's called as speed. So speed is a scalar quantity as there is no direction is mentioned in it. The next one is the velocity. So what's velocity? The rate of change of displacement, that's called as velocity. Here in velocity we are mentioning the direction, so that is a vector quantity. So what will be the unit for speed? Before that, what's the unit to measure distance? The lowest unit to measure distance is millimeter, but the highest unit is kilometer. In SI system, we are measuring in meters, that's distance. But for displacement also the same unit only, meter. The higher unit is kilometer. Then coming to the speed, so speed is the rate of change of distance. So here we are mentioning the distance. So the expression for speed is distance travelled by time taken. So if it is distance travelled by time taken, what's the unit for distance? Distance is mentioned in meters. So what's the unit for time? SI unit, seconds. So the unit for speed is meter per second. If it is a higher unit, that is kilometer per hour. So next, coming to that, velocity. Velocity is the rate of change of displacement. Here we are mentioning the direction. So it's a vector quantity. So what will be the unit for velocity? The same only, meter per second. So if it is a change in velocity, then what we call that? That's called as acceleration. If the velocity is changed, then we call that as acceleration. While we are moving in a two-wheeler, many students, you have feel that when I give acceleration, so that the vehicle will move fastly, like that you will see. So that's that acceleration. So when there is a change in velocity of the body, then that's called as acceleration. And if the acceleration goes on increasing, then we call that as positive acceleration. That is acceleration. If the displacement, if the velocity goes on decreases, then we call that as deceleration or negative acceleration. So what will be the unit for acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity by time taken. If the initial velocity of the body is u, and if we consider that the final velocity of the body is v, then v minus u by t. That's the expression for acceleration. So there are two velocities given. So the unit for acceleration is meter per second square. So that's the SI unit of acceleration.